Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beyond the Gates channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit like for more daily drama updates and spoilers. Your support truly means a lot and helps our channel grow every day. Now let's jump straight into today's exciting update. Before the dust has a chance to settle in Fairmont, Crest, another wave of emotional revelations begins to ripple through the lives of everyone connected to Beyond the Gates, and this time, the stakes feel more personal than ever. What starts as quiet conversations and long-awaited moments of understanding soon evolves into legal battles, family struggles, heartbreaking vulnerability, and unexpected acts of love that remind everyone why hope is so difficult to let go of. Every character finds themselves standing at a crossroads where one decision could change everything, and as Friday's explosive episode unfolds, every scene carries the promise of both healing and heartbreak. The emotional weight hanging over the community grows heavier with each passing moment, creating an atmosphere where every conversation feels significant and every glance seems to conceal a deeper truth. By the end of the day, friendships will be tested, families will lean on one another, and a powerful reminder of unconditional love will leave more than one person struggling to hold back tears. One of the biggest storms on the horizon surrounds Dr. Madison Montgomery, whose professional life is about to face one of its greatest challenges yet. The accomplished physician finds herself walking into what promises to be an absolute deposition nightmare as legal pressure begins closing in from every direction. Every question asked during the proceedings threatens not only her reputation, but everything she has worked so tirelessly to build throughout her career. Standing beside her attorneys may offer some reassurance, but even the strongest legal defense cannot completely shield someone from an aggressive opponent determined to expose every possible weakness. The tension surrounding Madison continues to build with each passing moment, making it increasingly clear that this deposition is far more than a routine legal formality. It is shaping up to become a defining battle that could alter the course of her future forever. At the same time, another deeply emotional story begins unfolding as Dani Dupree reaches out to Ashley Morgan for what appears to be an incredibly delicate conversation. Rather than approaching Ashley with anger or confrontation, Dani seeks guidance regarding an intensely personal issue that has suddenly become impossible to ignore. The discussion is expected to center around Naomi Hawthorne's shocking BRCA gene revelation, news that has already sent emotional shockwaves through the family. Naomi finally found the courage to share the truth with both Dani and her husband, Jacob Hawthorne, and although the announcement initially left them stunned, their response ultimately became one of unwavering love and support. Even in the middle of fear and uncertainty, the family chose compassion over panic, creating a touching reminder that no one should have to face frightening medical news alone. Yet for Dani, Naomi's confession carries an even greater emotional burden because she herself shares the very same genetic variant, transforming someone else's painful revelation into a deeply personal reality. As that truth settles into Dani's heart, new questions naturally begin to emerge, and Ashley may become the trusted voice she desperately needs. Rather than allowing fear to consume her, Dani appears ready to educate herself about proactive treatment options and every possible step she can take to protect her future. The conversation promises to be filled with vulnerability, uncertainty, and quiet courage as Dani confronts the possibility of life-changing medical decisions. Every answer Ashley provides could bring both reassurance and difficult choices, illustrating just how emotionally exhausting it can be to prepare for a future filled with unknowns. These scenes are expected to deliver some of the week's most heartfelt moments, reminding viewers that true strength is often found not in pretending everything is fine, but in having the courage to ask difficult questions. Through compassion, honesty, and support, Dani begins taking the first steps toward facing whatever lies ahead. Elsewhere, another relationship quietly begins moving toward healing as Darlene Hawthorne and Leslie Thomas discover an unexpected, newfound understanding. For so long, tension and mistrust have defined the dynamic between them, but recent events have opened the door to something neither woman may have believed was possible. Leslie has been making a genuine effort to turn over a new leaf, trying to leave behind the mistakes and destructive choices that once shaped her reputation. Seeing Darlene acknowledge those efforts offers a touching glimpse of redemption and forgiveness, proving that second chances sometimes arrive when they are least expected. Their conversations seem lighter, their interactions more sincere, and for the first time in quite a while, there appears to be genuine hope that old wounds might finally begin to heal. Yet, beneath that fragile peace lingers an unmistakable sense of uncertainty, because everyone knows how quickly Leslie's hard-earned progress could disappear if someone pushes her too far. That lingering doubt refuses to disappear completely because Leslie's emotional transformation remains incredibly delicate. It would only take one person questioning her sincerity or undermining her efforts to reignite the anger she has been trying so hard to leave behind. All of the peace, love, and kindness she has embraced could vanish in an instant if resentment once again takes control of her emotions. The possibility of redemption is real, but so is the temptation to fall back into familiar patterns whenever life becomes painful or unfair. That uncertainty gives every interaction between Leslie and Darlene an added layer of suspense, making viewers wonder whether this fragile truce is the beginning of lasting reconciliation or simply the calm before another emotional explosion. For now, hope remains alive, but it rests on surprisingly fragile ground. Meanwhile, the next generation finds themselves navigating a situation of their own as Isaiah Hawthorne and Eva Thomas sit down to negotiate a few important terms. Their conversation could easily turn into playful banter filled with warmth and flirtation, but it also carries the potential for genuine conflict depending on how both of them approach the discussion. With Eva continuing her recovery following surgery, Isaiah has stepped up in a meaningful way by staying at her home and helping care for her during this difficult period. His support has brought them even closer together, but living under the same roof naturally creates new challenges and expectations. Establishing boundaries, responsibilities, and simple household ground rules may sound ordinary, yet these conversations often reveal deeper emotions hiding beneath the surface. Whether laughter or disagreement wins the day, their growing connection continues to demonstrate why so many viewers have become invested in their evolving relationship. Back in the courtroom, however, the atmosphere becomes far less comforting as Madison's deposition begins unleashing a fresh wave of drama. Every legal question seems carefully designed to increase the pressure, turning the proceedings into an exhausting psychological battle rather than a straightforward search for answers. Looming over everything is Mike Davis, the notoriously unscrupulous attorney representing the individual suing Madison. Once employed by Bill Hamilton, Mike has earned a reputation for playing dirty whenever victory is within reach, and few people trust him to fight fairly. His willingness to manipulate situations and exploit every possible advantage makes him one of the most dangerous opponents Madison could face. As the legal battle intensifies, viewers are left wondering whether Mike is preparing one more underhanded move that could place Madison's entire career, reputation, and future in serious jeopardy. The suspense surrounding the deposition continues growing because every new development raises another troubling question. Will Mike cross yet another ethical line in his relentless pursuit of victory? Could one carefully orchestrated tactic leave Madison vulnerable to losing everything she has spent years building? The uncertainty surrounding the case creates an almost suffocating tension that hangs over every courtroom scene, making it impossible to predict which side will emerge victorious. For Madison, this is no longer simply about defending herself against accusations. It has become a desperate fight to preserve her life's work and protect the integrity she has always tried to uphold. As Friday's episode races toward its climax, the legal conflict promises to become one of the most unforgettable storylines of the week. Yet, amid all the legal battles, emotional revelations, and fragile reconciliations, one final moment arrives that shifts the tone in the most beautiful way imaginable. June is overcome with emotion after receiving an incredibly special gift, a gesture so meaningful that it brings tears streaming down her face. That touching surprise appears to be connected to the heartfelt J tattoo that Tyrell Richardson Smith revealed during the previous episode. At first, Martin Richardson and Bradley Smitty Smith naturally assumed the tattoo was a romantic tribute to Tyrell's girlfriend, Jessica Harris. But Tyrell quietly revealed the truth behind the ink, explaining that the single letter was never about romance at all. Instead, it was a deeply personal tribute honoring his biological mother, transforming what seemed like a simple tattoo into a lasting symbol of love, gratitude, remembrance, and identity. As that emotional revelation sinks in, the gift carries even greater significance, creating one of the week's most heartfelt and unforgettable scenes. It serves as a powerful reminder that family bonds are not measured solely by time spent together, but by the love carried within someone's heart. In a week overflowing with legal chaos, medical uncertainty, emotional healing, and fragile new beginnings, this touching act of remembrance offers a welcome reminder that compassion can still shine through even the darkest circumstances. Friday's episode masterfully balances outrage with hope, suspense with tenderness, and heartbreaking uncertainty with deeply moving acts of love. Every storyline intertwines to create an unforgettable emotional journey that keeps viewers invested from beginning to end, ensuring the final episode of the week delivers everything fans could hope for. By the time the credits begin to roll, audiences will be left eager to discover what comes next, knowing that the lives of these unforgettable characters are about to become even more dramatic in the days ahead.